Welcome to Beef Nutrition for Human Health. The three goals of this presentation is to bring a greater awareness of the health benefits of beef, to show how beef is advancing the medical industry, and to expose the many other products and industries that utilize beef. 50 nutrients are important to human health. Food to be labeled high source must contain 25 more of the nutrients. To be labeled a good source must contain 10 to 19% of the nutrients. What does beef supply to human nutrition? One 3-ounce lean serving in a 2,000 calorie diet contributes 9% of the daily calories, 50% of the protein, 14% of the iron needed, 35% of the zinc needed, 37% of the B12, 16% of the B6, niacin, riboflavin, phosphorus, and selenium. So these are the areas that we're going to be talking about on the following slides in a more detailed level. Beef is a high source of protein containing all 9 essential amino acids. Beef indirectly affects cognition by its ability to enhance iron and zinc absorption from other dietary sources. Beef protein can enhance muscle development by 50%. Beef protein boosts your metabolism during the day and while you sleep. Better rest is one of the things that we are so short of in this country. Beef protein contains high levels of leucine that work with insulin to produce muscle growth. Beef, protein, and calcium interact positively to affect bone health. Iron is critical for cognitive development and function of the human brain, providing oxygen transport and the protection of cells. Intellectual performance, healthy pregnancies, and immune defenses require a healthy balance of iron. Iron in beef is heme iron, which is better absorbed than non-heme iron found in plant foods. Beef is the best source of iron that you can have in your diet. Zinc is critical for growth and development of the human brain, immune system maintenance, wound healing, taste acuity, and beef zinc is more readily bioavailable than other sources. B12 and B6 and folic acid. The B vitamins help the body use energy and regulate many of the chemical reactions for growth and health maintenance. These vitamins reduce blood levels of the amino acid and homocysteine, which is helpful in reducing cognitive impairment in dementia and Alzheimer's. B12 helps to improve bone health. Selenium is an antioxidant which may reduce certain cancers and protect against heart disease. Selenium protects against cognitive decline as well. Phosphorus is important for the formation of bones and teeth as well as maintenance and the repair of cells. Phosphorus also may increase amorphous forms of calcium phosphate in tooth enamel. Now the all-important fats, the ones that create so much discussion. Not all fats are created equal. Fats are classified as saturated, monounsaturated, or polyunsaturated. Classification is dependent on how many double bonds they contain. The more double bonds a fat contains, the softer or more liquid it becomes. Saturated fats are solid at room temperature and have been associated with an increased risk of developing heart disease. Consumption of unsaturated fats may have a protective effect. Monounsaturated fats are considered nutritional. All fats and oils contain mixtures of both saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. The fats from animal sources have decreased slightly in the last 100 years in our diet. Beef is not a major source of saturated fat. This may sound astounding to you, but let me show you the facts. Here's a saturated fat source chart from the U.S. Food Supply and 2004 from the USDA. You can see that fats and oil shortenings make up 44% of the saturated fats, where in 2004 beef accounted for 16% of the saturated fat. Stearic acid is a fatty acid with 18 carbons and had no effect on serum cholesterol. Here we have another chart that shows the stearic acid form of beef tallow. And we also have the plant sterol from vegetable oil showing the different makeup of the stearic acid from that source. Beef contains 9 to 12% of stearic acid. Trans fats from ruminant food sources are not associated with increased risk of coronary heart disease, per the Human Nutrition Research Journal. Conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, is an unsaturated fatty acid. CLA is formed in ruminant animals as well as beef animals and has been identified for anti-carcinogenic effects. The American Council of Science and Health in 2003 asked a group of physicians and scientists to conduct a literature review which concluded, and I quote, "Many Americans are misinformed and think beef in their diet will have negative consequences. Many of the supposed risks associated with consuming beef either lack scientific support or have been exaggerated." A parity study by the Archives of Internal Medicine in 1999 concluded, lean red meat is just as effective in lowering cholesterol as chicken. Supermarkets offer highly lean cuts from steaks and roast, and actually there are 29 lean cuts available in your grocery section. The president of King's Supers indicated in 2004. Food products that contain beef. It may surprise you, but there are many areas that you would never suspect that beef was in, including cookies, marshmallows, candies, mayonnaise, pet foods including bone meal, biscuits and doggy chews, chewing gum, oleo shortening, pate, consomme, sausage casings, sausage, yogurt, ice cream, head cheese. Beef is also used as a clarification agent for juices, wines, and beers. Now let's look at some non-food products that contain beef. It might surprise you, and even though they do not relate at all to nutrition of beef in human health, it might be an interesting side note for you to look at this list. One being bone china, leather sports goods, luggage, boots and shoes, paint, candles, cosmetics, photographic film, crayons, plastics, deodorants, shampoo and cream rinses, detergents, shaving cream, soaps, fabric softeners, textiles, floor wax, toothpaste, glue, upholstery, insecticides, violin strings, and many more. Now let's look at the pharmaceutical uses of beef. Insulin for treating of diabetes is derived from the beef animal. Heparin prolongs the time needed for blood to clot. Corticotrophin, used in the treatment of allergies, rheumatoid arthritis, and rheumatic fever, and the respiratory gland. Thyrotrophin stimulates the thyroid gland. Parathyroid hormone is used to treat parathyroid deficiencies. Thrombin promotes coagulation during surgery. Glucagon treats hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar. Sodium levothyroxine, thyroid replacement therapy. And fibrinolysin is for the treatment of blood clots within the cardiovascular system. Pancreatin, treatment of infants with celiac disease, which is gluten intolerance, and related pancreatic deficiencies. Parathyroid hormone, used to treat parathyroid deficiencies. Thyroid, to treat myxedema, which is a metabolic disease caused by deficient action of the thyroid gland. In adults, and cretinism, which is deformity and mental retardation in children. Transportation uses of beef. is used in asphalt, car polishes and waxes, rubber tires, hydraulic brake fluid, textiles for upholstery, and we also have industrial uses of beef in the industrial cleaners, cement blocks, lubricants, explosives, molds for plastic, fertilizers, printing ink, high gold for magazines, and whitener for paper. So, as a summary of this presentation, beef has many health benefits. Beef is advancing the medical industry, and many products and industries utilize beef. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation.